After a long period of on-again, off-again negotiations, Henry Kissinger and Le Duc Tho, the North Vietnamese negotiator, reached an agreement in Paris which was supposed to bring peace. It didn't, but did provide the United States with a means of withdrawing from Vietnam and receiving back American POWs. The Supreme Court, in the decision Roe v. Wade, affirmed a woman's right to have an abortion. Thus began a battle that has not ended to try to overturn that decision. In May, Nixon's top lieutenants resigned. In May, the Senate began hearings on the Watergate burglary. In June, John Dean, Nixon's counsel, accused Nixon of participating in a cover-up in the Watergate affair. In July, the nation learned that Nixon had taped all of his conversations. In October, Vice President Agnew was forced to resign after being charged with tax evasion. On October 20th, in what became known as the Saturday Night Massacre, Nixon fired Special Prosecutor Archibald Cox when he demanded that he turn over his tape recordings. Attorney General Richardson resigned in protest. The Nixon presidency looked indeed shaky as the year came to an end. In September, a coup in Chile ousted Chile's Marxist president Salvador Allende. It was learned later the coup was supported by the CIA. On October 6th, which was the Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur, Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack on Israel. Both attacks were initially successful, but Israel was able to regroup and ended the war with half the Egyptian army surrounded on the west side of the Suez Canal, and its army had fought halfway back to Damascus, Syria's capital. As a consequence of the war and the American resupply of Israel, the Arab oil producers began an oil embargo against the U.S., which began to cause a nationwide oil shortage.